Retired JCO from Indian Army. His mother is a housewife and he has got 3 sisters in the family. In his 10th he has got 90% marks and in 12th he has got 84% marks. Okay, and he is going for Navy Tech 10+2 entry. Right? He plays cricket. He's played for 12 years approximately. He's a very good bowler and he's also a table tennis player, having won some medals in CBSE clusters. He writes poetry and has also been in the school band as a drummer and later band commander. Okay, so that is a set of in broad achievements till now. Now, when we go over this interview, this is generally how it will be in your SSB. Okay, and there may be little variation, but please pay attention. And if you want to note down, you can also note down your points. And at the end of it, we'll try and clarify that so that all of us are on the same grade. Right? And then after this, I'll take the class on interview technique also. Okay? So, are you ready, Dipesh? Okay, shall we start? Okay, Dipesh, come. So, Dipesh, how are you feeling today?
Fine, sir.
What were you doing before this interview started?
Sir, I was revising all the aircraft carriers.
All the aircraft carriers, that's very important. You are going for the Navy.
Yes, sir.
And you are staying right now in Faridabad?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how is the setup in Faridabad and how comfortable are you and how are you coming to the Cavalier every day?
Sir, in setup in Faridabad is quite congested, to be honest. I live in setup in Faridabad is quite congested, to be honest. I live in sector 29. The cars of people are parking in front of their house, half on the road and half on footpath. I come to Cavalier daily in metro.
Okay, so whom are you staying with?
I'm staying with my sister's family.
Sister's family?
Yes, sir. My sister also.
Achha. And tell me about your journey. How is it every day in the metro?
Sir, it's pretty good. Sometimes I get sick, sometimes I don't. If I don't get sick, I used to read articles regarding lecturate by spending my mobile. If I get sick, I used to practice PhD stories by sitting and writing. Okay, and do you think about reading newspaper on the way? No, sir, I don't think. I just put up an earphone and listen all the current affairs.
Listen the current affairs. Okay. Do you feel listening is better or reading?
Sir, I think reading is better, but by listening you will get more content in a short period of time. Achha,
that way. Okay, right. So, Dipesh, over the next 30 to 40 minutes, we are going to be talking more in detail about you. I have read your PIQ form. I have got a good idea about you. But you please feel free to talk about yourself and your activities. Right? So, let's start with your education. Suppose you tell me your percentage of marks in various exams, starting from your 8th class up to the present level. I'd like to know your choice of subjects. What have been your career options? Which are the subjects you liked, which subjects you didn't like? And what are the competitive exams you have given so far or planning to give? And tell me about the teachers who have taught you, those teachers who could impress you and why, and those teachers who failed to impress you and why. And I would like to know about your extracurricular, co-curricular activities in the school, any achievement in that. Also tell me about your games and sports which you play. And I'd like to know about your circle of friends Who are your close friends and why you feel that way? And if there are any friends you prefer to avoid and why? And how has your education been financed? So you're clear on the question, it's slightly longish.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you start from class 8 onwards.
So starting from my class 8, I got 88% in class 8. And in my class 9, I got 86%. In my class 10, I got 90%. Then I took PCM stream because I was keenly interested in mathematics. Then I did my class 10 from Sophia Secondary School, which is my hometown, proper only. Then I changed my school because the last school was till class 10 only. And then I did my 11th and 12th from Central Academy, that is in proper only. And I got 84% in class 12. I gave a various competitive exams like IDA, but I couldn't clear it. I appeared in J. I got 71 percentile. I appeared in CVT, which result is still pending. And now I am going for maybe 10 plus 2 BTech entries since I got qualified for it. And I got a various teachers who impressed me, but the teacher who impressed me most was my mathematics teacher in my middle school. It was Rajouri sir. I was impressed by him because he used to teach mathematics in a really different way. He used to teach mathematics for fun rather than mugging up formulas. He used to teach different ways to approach a single question only. And there was not a teacher who failed to impress me, but I did not like Sanskrit in subject, so I did not find Sanskrit teacher much impressive because it was a lot of mugging up the material. I was very popular in sports and extracurricular activities. I played cricket. I was the captain of my school team and also in table tennis. I played cricket till class 7th for my school team. From class 8, I started playing in table tennis for my school team. I scored. I appeared in table tennis clusters in class 8, and in class 6th and 7th, our school team got third position in district level tournament. In class 8, our school also got third position in table tennis tournament, and we got sixth position in cluster tournament. Then in class 9th and 10th, I also played table tennis. We won second position as silver medal, and I was the fifth player, ranked fifth player in the whole district, fifth best player. Then due to lockdown, I couldn't play in many games. Coming to my friend circle, I have quite good friend circle. I had a lot of friends in my class 10 and later school and new school also, 11th and 12th, where I pursued my from Central Academy. Then coming to the Cavalier, I have made a lot of friends in few days also. In Faridabad, in my sector, I have made a few friends. The friends, I have a lot of friends in my copper and in my street, my neighborhood friends. They are the closest friend of mine. The closest friend is Arman. He is a very good human being and he is always very helpful to me.
Any friends you avoid?
No, sir, there are not any friends I avoid.
So you didn't tell me about your extracurricular activities.
Extracurricular activities, I was a side drummer in band. Then I later became band commander.
Okay.
Yes.
In 12th you got only 84%, whereas in 10th you had done very well in 90%.
Yes.
So if your teachers were all good, what happened then? Why did your marks come down?
Sir, I think due to my participation in various competitive exams, my efficiency in one exam fell by a little. So I went from 90 to 84%.
Which subject you didn't do well?
Sir, actually I got least marks in mathematics, but I like mathematics most.
Okay. Right. And I see that you've been playing a lot of cricket.
Yes, sir.
Are you a bowler or batsman?
Bowler, sir.
So what type of bowling are you doing?
Right arm pacer, sir.
Right arm pacer. Okay. So what do you feel about the pacers who have been selected for Indian team for World Cup? Any change you would like in that? If you had to suggest one?
No, sir, they are good.
Anybody else who could have got in?
Sir, Sir, Mohammed Shami would have got in.
In place of?
Not in place of any, sir. He would have just got in.
Okay, why?
Sir, he has a good death bowling experience and he has the best seam position in India.
Best?
Seam position.
Seam position, yeah, I agree with you. Okay, right. And you are keen in the Navy now.
Yes, sir.
So, any reason that you couldn't clear NDA?
Yes, sir. It was. I just studied the mathematics of basic level till NCERT level. I went through all the last year sample papers. I found them quite easy, but when I appeared the 11th,
Okay,
then I gave the exam this time and increased my level of doing questions.
So let us say that you are recommended by this Navy 10 plus 2 SSB.
Yes.
Then where are you going to do your training and for how long?
So I will do my training in Indian Naval Academy in Nagar, Kerala. That will be for 4 years BTEC and 1 year advanced military training.
Okay, good. And then what rank will you get?
Sub-lieutenant, sir.
So can you tell me the ranks of the Navy officers from lowest to highest?
Yes, sir. Sub-lieutenant, lieutenant, lieutenant commander, commander, captain, commodore, rear admiral, vice admiral, admiral, admiral of the fleet.
Okay, very good. And since you are of the army background,
Yes, sir.
can you compare the Navy officers equivalent with the army officers equivalent?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel.
साथ साथ बताते दो.
Sub-lieutenant, lieutenant,
हाँ.
lieutenant commander, captain, lieutenant. Sir, I will first say army and then I will say navy.
Okay.
Lieutenant, sub-lieutenant, captain, lieutenant, major, lieutenant commander, lieutenant colonel, commander, colonel, captain, brigadier, commodore,
Very good.
major
Shabash.
general, rear admiral, lieutenant general, vice admiral, general, marshal, admiral of the fleet.
Okay, very good. Fine. So that's a good way you have memorized it also. Now, Navy is all about the oceans,
Yes, sir.
and for us, all the oceans around India are important.
Yes, sir.
And now a grouping has come up called the Quad. Do you know what is the Quad?
Yes, sir. It's a grouping of 4 countries: India, USA, Australia, and Japan.
Okay. And what is the charter mainly?
So the charter is strategic partnership and defense relationship.
Okay. And looking after the Indo-Pacific?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see India is also a member of SCO, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which has got China, Russia, even Pakistan
Yes, sir.
as members. So what do you think? India close to America, India close to Russia?
Sir, India is close to nobody but is close to everybody. India's foreign policy was like favoring ourselves and maintaining good relationship or not maintaining any bad relationship with any country because ultimately it will harm us only. But we are little bit more close to Russia since it helped India in 1971 war.
Excellent.
USA come to attack India and China has attacked India twice in 1962 and 1965 war.
No, only once. Your history is a little off, but never mind. Okay, right. So what you're saying is that we are looking at our national interest first.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you tell me the rank and name of the 3 service chiefs, Army, Navy, Air Force?
Yes, sir. Army Chief is General Manoj Pandey.
Good.
Navy Chief is R. Singh Bhadoria. Navy's Admiral is R. Hari Kumar. And Air Force Chief is Rajendra Singh Bhadoria.
Rajendra Singh Bhadoria, are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what would be his rank?
Sir, his rank would be Air Chief Marshal.
Okay. Okay, you said you had a couple of friends in Faridabad
Yes, sir.
who were staying next to you there. How many of them?
Sir, two.
Two of them. Okay. What are their names?
Naman and Garvit.
Naman and
Garvit.
Garvit. Okay. So these two friends, they told you, okay, Dipesh, you go to Delhi every day and we छुट्टी आ रही है. So we want to visit the Qutub Minar
Yes.
on a little picnic kind of thing. तो हमें तो दिल्ली का कुछ पता नहीं. So if you could make the arrangements and tell us, and we'd like to tag along with you, go in the morning and come back in the evening. So what all arrangements would you make for the small picnic?
Sir, actually they would know better than me since they are living.
Yeah, but now they've given you the task.
Sir, we will surely go by metro, change line from, we come there by violet line and red line goes to the Qutub Minar.
Hmm.
We will change it.
So any arrangements you would like to make, any stuff you will carry, or what all things you would like to take so that you can enjoy the picnic.
Sir, we will carry our water bottles and not many eating stuff since we are going to Delhi, we can get anywhere.
Hmm. Okay.
And nothing more, sir. We will just go and since we are going to the Qutub Minar, not any garden, we did not need to carry any mat. Just carry a mobile phones.
No mat, where will you sit down on the ground?
There is a road. Why do we need to carry? And if we went to park, we can sit on benches, sir.
Acha, okay. And anything else you would need to carry with you?
No, sir.
Okay, so your friend Naman on the way developed very severe stomachache. What are you going to do now?
But since Delhi is a very
But
metro,
you are in the metro, no? Still some time.
the frequency of Delhi metro is very high. There is a stoppage after every 5 minutes, I think. Then we can just move to any hospital nearby.
Hmm. Okay. So if you had carried a small first aid kit, that might have helped you.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Okay, Dipesh, that gives me good idea about your education. Now we'll talk about your family.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me something about your parents, your sisters, their education and occupation. How do you spend time together as a family? And what are the activities in which you get personally involved? In case you have any problem, whom do you approach and whom do you confide in? Are there any friends in your neighborhood? If so, what do you do in their company? And what is the kind of pocket money you get and how do you spend it? So start with your parents.
Sir, coming to my parents, my father is retired from army from the rank of Subedar. He was in ASC. My mother is not educated, she is a housewife. I help her in bringing some stuff from market and cleaning house, helping her cleaning the house sometimes and helping her in the kitchen also sometimes. Not much, I am not much aware of cooking.
Hmm.
I help my father in gardening a bit. And I have 3 sisters. All of them are married.
Hmm.
One is living in Faridabad, one is living in Jaipur, one is living in Chittorgarh. The eldest of them has done MSc in chemistry. The next one has done MSc in economics, and the last one has done MSc in geography.
Okay.
I mentioned I have a few friends in my colony at Copper. They are Arman, Prashant, and Nitesh. I involved in them playing cricket every Sunday, and we party sometimes when there is somebody's birthday.
Okay. So in case you have any problem, whom do you approach or whom do you confide in?
Sir, I just confide directly with whom I have the problem.
Okay, let's
In
say.
case I have my personal problem,
Hmm.
I just confide to my sister who's living in Faridabad.
Achha, that is the number 1, 2 or 3?
2.
Number 2 is a teacher.
Yes, sir.
Achha. Okay. Why not the other 2?
because I lived many much more time with her. I'm a bit close to her.
I'm sure you must have lived with your younger sister also.
No, sir, but I've lived much more time with her.
Why is that?
Just God's grace, sir.
Hmm?
God's grace, sir.
God's grace. You lived in her house more time
She lived in my house and I have lived in her house.
while growing up
Yes, sir.
in Junjunu.
Yes, sir.
Your sisters were not with you, all of them?
No, sir. They were married when I was 7 years old.
7 years old.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So eldest one, any case, you wouldn't have known much.
Yes, sir.
And the other two, how much time were each of them with you?
Sir, they were with me since till 7 years.
Then after
And
that,
the eldest one was married when I was born.
eldest was married when you were born.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the second one?
Second one and third one both have married on alternate days. When I was 7 years old, I was in class.
Alternate days.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you must have been very happy.
Yes, sir.
Huh? So all getting married on alternate days. So, but then you said you are closer to your second sister.
Yes, sir.
Why not third one? They are with you equal time.
No, sir, but they have spent equal time with me. But after married, Firda's sister has come more to me.
Okay. And third sister is where?
She is at Chittorgarh.
Chittorgarh. Okay. What's her name?
Anita.
Anita. So if I ask Anita, tell me 2 good points about Dipesh, what will she tell me?
She will tell you I am very keen for joining armed forces.
Hmm.
I am determined
Hmm.
and courageous.
Courageous. Okay. And suppose I tell her, tell me one bad quality of his, what will she tell me?
I don't think she will tell any bad quality.
No, I am telling her you have to tell one.
So she will say I am overweight according to Navy standards of 5 kg overweight, sir.
5 kg overweight.
Yes, sir.
That's why you eat too much?
No, sir.
Ah.
Sir, I am fit according to Army standards.
You play cricket, you play table tennis, why overweight?
Sir, I am overweight according to Navy standards. It demands 54 kg according to my height.
Ah.
Whereas in Army demands 60 kg.
Hmm.
So I am fit for Army standards.
But in Navy you will sink then. Hmm.
Those are abilities.
You will drown when you jump in the water. You know swimming?
No, sir.
Then what will you do in the Navy?
I will learn, sir.
You will learn. Achha. Okay. Right. So tell me, Dipesh, what do you think is your biggest achievement in life so far?
Sir, I think getting 90% in class 10th has been the biggest achievement so far. But I think joining Indian Academy will be the next biggest achievement of
वो
mine.
तो आनी है. अभी तक क्या हुआ?
Sir, 90% in class 10th.
तो पुरानी बात हो गई. 2 साल हो गए. That was in which year? 2020. So it was 2 years back. What have you achieved in last 2 years?
Sir, I have just sown the seeds.
Just
Sown the seeds.
sown the seeds. Okay. You're going to get the crop later.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. That's a good idea about your family also. Now we'll come to your hobbies, etc.
Yes.
So tell me something about your hobbies, your spare time activities. When you're free, what do you do? And which are the channels you watch on television? Any reading habits you have? What do you like to read? And if you are going onto the internet, then which sites do you visit and how do you use the internet? And generally, what is your daily routine, both on a working day and on a holiday? So start with your hobbies.
Sir, my hobby is writing poetry.
Poetry, lovely. Okay. Who's your favorite poet?
रामधारी सिंह दिनकर.
Oh, हमारे स्कूल में भी यही पढ़ाते थे. हाँ, good. अच्छा. और what else?
Sir, poetry is my hobby.
And what else? What do you do in your spare time?
Sir, in spare time I watch geography, international relationships.
Very good.
I read a few books whose title attract me, like Why I Killed Gandhi by Nathuram Godse and Why I Am an Atheist by Bhagat Singh,
Okay.
Rich Dad Poor Dad,
Okay, good.
and I watch a few channels on television, Sony Sub and Sony TV and Star Sports for watching cricket.
Okay.
And the sites I visit on internet are generally the study related site. What I want, if I'm working out any question I don't find it, I just try it again and again. But finally, when I don't find any solution, I just try it on YouTube or on Google. And I also visit Indian Army and Indian Navy sites
Okay, very good.
for getting notifications of SSB or any exam notifications.
Okay. And generally, I asked your daily routine.
Sir, my daily routine has now changed. I wake up at 5 a.m. I just do TAT and WAT practice, and then I pick up the 6:30 metro and come to Cavalier. I reach here by 8. And then 8 to 9 we have free. We have free time. We do practice of reasoning skills, and then 9 to 4 we have classes. 4 to 5 we do lecture practice and group discussion on our own. And 5 I took metro and go to Faridabad. Then I take bath and study. I prepare my lecture topics and then go to sleep.
Okay, you're not on WhatsApp and the other social sites.
So nowadays I have avoided
Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter. Why?
Sir, I think it's time wasting.
The time waster. Okay, I agree with you. Right. And how are you finding your training here in the Cavalier?
Sir, I'm finding pretty good.
What have you learned so far?
Sir, I have learned everything which has been taught.
Any important lessons which you have learned, which you were not knowing earlier?
Sir, all the GTO tasks I was not doing earlier.
Mm.
And some psychologists I had some myths which were broken, like tomato cake and buzzer. And you taught us a lot of questions, how to be tackled in the interview, how to manage stress.
Okay. So you're feeling more confident now?
Yes, sir.
So what are you going to do after this interview is over?
Sir, our group discussion was going on, so I am going to take the notes of it from my classmates.
Dipesh, it was very nice talking to you. I have asked you a lot of questions. Are there any questions which you want to know or ask me?
No, sir.
Okay, so you are happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wish you all the best. Thank you very much. You can go. Points where you could have done still better. Okay. Now you will all agree that he was very confident.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And his communication skills were good. Whatever he said could be understood clearly.
Yes, sir.
And that is what is required. Now, as far as he is concerned, he is a physically fit candidate who plays games and a very good cricketer, table tennis player, and takes keen interest in the games also. His general awareness is good, and he was well versed with the Indian and current affairs, whatever is happening. And generally, most of the questions he could answer very well. And he is socially well adjusted with his family, and though he is closer to his second sister, but gets along with the other sisters also, right? And they would have good things to say about him. Now, in what he could have improved, he tended to forget the question once or twice. He forgot to tell me about his extracurricular activities. I had to go back and ask him. And again, about his daily routine, he forgot, he had to be reminded. He was factually wrong on China. We fought a war with China in 1962 and not 1965. 65 was the Pakistan. Yeah. He messed up the Navy and Air Chiefs, and so that you need to be factually correct in your general awareness. A picnic could have been a little bit more better organized. Okay. When you are given a task like this, so start with your planning. Okay, that there are so many of us. What time we should start to have a place to get together. Okay, then how you should travel. So what is the time plan? How much time you will take to reach over there? What all you should carry with you? Maybe you could carry a few snacks or eats with you, or maybe a little small first aid kit with you. Any if you want to play something there, may carry a bat and ball or something like that. And plan your trip that you go there. Then how do you want to spend the time over there? You would like to go up the Qutub Minar. If there are parks around, you would like to sit down. You may like to play some game, maybe even chess or any board game, something to pass the time. And whatever you want to eat, if you have carried it, it will be better you carry your water and food with you. And then what time you need to start back so that you reach back in time. So go into a little bit of details into planning. Don't cut it very fine and short. And as far as your daily routine is concerned, work it out that which is the most productive way to spend the day. Okay. So otherwise, he is done fairly well, and that's how what is expected from a candidate who is going for the SSB. Okay. So now, if anybody has any point or anything they would like to ask, most welcome. Shoot. Sorry.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I would. Anything else?
Starting,
Anything else?
his facial starting is big. His facial expression is his lips. With his lips.
You will find you a little depressed. Smile a little more. Okay? Yeah.
In the starting, he criticized a bit about the settlement in Hyderabad. Is it okay to?
No, he was just describing, that's all right.
It was okay.
That was only repo building. The interview had not started yet.
Yes.
So it's just general gupshup. When he hears his own voice, then he gains some confidence. So this is called repo building. Generally, once he starts speaking, then he'll feel more confident. Once he hears his own voice. Okay. In the beginning, you may be a little nervous. Yeah.
Sir, how can we do the memorization of like in the rapid question?
Tu abhi talk about this interview.
Sir, he said he also forgot.
There is no rapid fire. What is the rapid fire?
Many question was.
That's not rapid fire. It was a long question. But it was not one after the other. Rapid fire is tuck, 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 tuck. This was just one long question which you remember and answer every part of it. Yeah.
So when it comes to the daily routine, do we have to tell about the daily routine before the SSB call later, like my 12th class preparations, or when I go to
The daily routine is as of now on that day.
as of now, that I am preparing for the SSB.
Whatever you are doing from morning to night.
Last 3 days.
Okay. That's the current daily routine.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody? So have you learned something from it?
Yes,
sir. This is how you should. And the level of knowledge was good. Okay, so that should be the level of knowledge you people are expected to have. Don't be blank, absolutely. Okay? Please read newspapers, I tell you it's very important. To be updated of what is happening in the country and what is happening in the neighborhood or in the world. Okay? That you all should be very aware about it. So, if there are no questions, then okay, Dipesh, well done and good luck to you. And hope you do well in your SSB. When is the date?
24th.
24th. So it's how many days away?
11 days away.
So wish you all the best and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay.